Buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show. Short porch tonight. Excuse me. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Fez Whatley.
Hiya, buddies. Welcome to 92.3 Free FM. We'll be here till about 7:20. That's when Devils hockey starts tonight. The pregame coverage. Devils taking on the Ottawa Senators tonight.
Fez, I hate the Senators. Those are the ones that started the Iraq War. So I am hoping they lose this one. All right, a little update for you here if you listen to the Ron and Fez show. You know that Eastside Dave has the new girlfriend, the beautiful Casey, who he's crazy about. But Casey had to go back to North Carolina this morning. She goes out to her car in front of Dave's place in Queens. Someone had slashed the tires. After a little bit of questioning with Dave, I found out who it was, Fez. I solved the crime again, like a detective. I figured this one out.
No way. Who was it that slashed the tires?
Here he is right here.
Yeah, all right.
He slashed her tires because he loves her so much, he does not want her to go back.
Yeah, you're an amazing interrogator.
Yeah.
I just was sweating.
Are you a maniac?
I had to. I couldn't see her part.
You don't find it just a little bit romantic, Fez?
No, I find it sick.
Well,
What's sick about it?
Why would you slash the tire?
So she couldn't go home.
Well, I understand that, but why not just say, hey, stay a while. Stay.
She has responsibilities.
yes, she has pets at home that she was going to have to feed, and I think
Let
of
them
that,
starve.
Exactly, and they're not human. They can't talk.
And why destroy the tire? Why not just let the air out of it?
Now, normally I destroy the cars of my chicks when they're trying to leave me. You know what I mean? It's normally during the fight, the old Richard Pryor thing, not in this car.
Yeah.
I think we've all been out there going, all right, you're leaving, but with a smashed windshield. Yeah. Everybody has been that stupid before. But yours was done out of love and kindness.
I have absolute love. I'm not going to be passive-aggressive and say, oh, stick around, but no, I really want you to stay. I took the proactive.
But since you told us earlier today that, you know, your tires were slashed in Queens, I jumped to a conclusion, and I want to apologize to you now, Earl. Not so much to you, but to your people. You know what? Sometimes I got to think before I say things.
You made the assumption, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I made the easy assumption. That's a layup. Normally, who else is going to do such a thing? Now I found out, because I do some fantastic detective work, Dave slashed his own tires. That, my friend, is love. Not like, not lust, love.
That's right. It's two people who need one another. And if Goodyear is going to stand in my way, then goodbye, Goodyear.
Monterey Jack, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Again.
Hey, listen, Dave, why don't you just do the sensible thing? Pull a Kathy Bates, cut her legs off, and stick her in bed.
That was actually boxing Helena. Kathy Bates just smashed his feet.
Yeah, and
you don't want to do that.
Hobbled.
No, I want to see her be able to walk and skip and jump rope again.
Boxing Helena, I think, is it's one of the few romantic comedies that I really enjoy. I laughed a little, I cried a little, and I cared about both of them.
That's what this is leading to, though.
So what? If that's what love takes you. Love should make you a little crazy, Fez. This is about the love supreme.
I need her.
He wants her so much. He needs her so much. You don't want her to be with anybody else.
Be with anyone else? Yeah. I don't want her out of this state. Wow. We live in the Empire State, the Big Apple.
You know what?
Yeah.
To really prove your love, don't let her talk to anyone else.
Okay.
You know what you should do is lock her in a short closet every day when you're on your way to work.
I was thinking about that, too. Yeah, no, I've got a lot of tricks all saved up.
Fez, you're saying you wouldn't slash your girl's tires as a way to keep her with you?
No, I would not slash anyone's tires.
Earl?
No, I would just ask her to stay.
You know what you should do? And I don't want to tell you how to do your life because I don't want you to turn out with me. But I was thinking about lead poisoning, where you get her so sick she can't get out of bed, and you're feeding her, you're giving her sponge baths. You know, she's in and out of consciousness, but when she opens her eyes, she sees you, and you're doing all the right thing. And she starts to think to herself, I don't even think I could live without this guy.
Yeah. And she would be laying down the whole time. And what's more comfortable than the reclining position?
Right. And you're watching over, going, I hope she doesn't stop breathing.
Yeah.
And you're like a hero in your own way. Earl, try to figure out different poisons that would work. Not that poison on Lost. I don't want to bury her. I just want her to be really, really sick. Ben, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I just hope I'm not on the same airplane as this Casey, like when I have to go somewhere. You know, you start out with the slashing the tires. God knows what happens when we get to the airport.
I think he would do is try to get in that wheel well. I think that's the most he would try to do.
They always freeze in there. They don't understand. It's cold in the wheel well.
Not for a short trip like that. You're not going to England. You're just going down to North Carolina.
Yeah, I've been thinking about a lot of these things. I mean, I don't even think she really even needs to go back to that house. Mr. B, what if there was no house back there to go to? Understand, Mr. Fire?
No, I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
You, my friend, are like Cupid.
I have a lot of, flaming fluid.
Oh. You know what?
No wonder she wants to stay.
You know what? I got a doctor for that too. That's a doctor. I
meant lighting fluid.
Oh, I thought you meant the other thing where it burns when you
say that. Probably.
Yeah. Here's Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think ESD has OCD. He is really obsessed.
He's obsessed, but isn't that love?
He does. Obsessive Casey disorder.
What is wrong with a little obsession?
Love is unhealthy. This is really unhealthy.
I've only been in unhealthy love, so I don't understand the healthy talk.
I mean, this is it. She's all I think about.
Yeah.
And when I think of her trying to escape from my apartment,
right?
I think of bad things.
I'm going to give you 2 words here.
Uh-huh.
Lead poisoning.
Okay.
It's really not a bad idea.
I'll consider that.
Here's Rick. Rick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. Hey, man, I hope this is stick, Dave. I'm serious, man, because if you're serious, if this is...
Swear to God it's true. Swear to God.
I swear to God it's true.
This is, dude, because that's a turn-off for a girl, man. She's gonna end up being like, "Dad, I thought this guy, had something going on." She's gonna be like, "This guy's like, he's beasting over me." You're like a hawk.
All right, hold on. Is that a turn off or turn on for her? That she knows he loves her so much, he's ready to destroy her transportation.
I would think it would be turn on.
Yeah.
It's one first 6 step.
I hate the nickname going around for you right now for East Side Van Bulow. I don't think you deserve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it does fit. It does fit.
I mean, the very act of the knife.
Does that make you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so great, too, Mr. B, because I couldn't sleep really that well because I knew she'd be leaving today. So I kind of woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Like a beast. The beast was awake.
And I put on my Yankee sweatshirt and put the hood on in case anyone saw me.
OJ. You put on an OJ costume.
Nice.
Very similar.
But by the way, to me, it's kind of romantic when you think about it. He couldn't live without her.
And I quickly went out there.
He didn't want her to live without him.
Yeah, he's living without her now, and he almost took her head off.
Yeah, but now he's got a new girl.
And I quickly went out there and just, rapidly stabbed that tire.
Yeah.
Okay, got back into bed.
Sexy.
She asked, where did you go? I just had to check my email.
Good one.
Mud on your shoes.
A little bit.
That's all I said.
You smell like tire.
And stabbing.
What's going to be the next thing, though? She's going to try to leave, and all her clothes are just going to be shredded. She won't have anything to wear.
Hey, not a bad idea.
No, bad.
Seriously, she wants to leave. Let her go in a potato sack. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, does this chick look like Dorothy Stratton? Because Eastside Davis doesn't sound like Paul Snyder.
You know what? Here's the thing. Remember Paul Snyder? This is Star 80. His girl was too attractive for him.
Yeah.
You've run into that problem, too.
Right.
Where even your best friends are going, this looks crazy. There's no way someone like you should be with someone like her. So you definitely don't want the competition.
No, that's absolutely accurate.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to try and rid the whole world of the competition, keep her locked up.
You don't even want the competition of cars.
Absolutely not.
Kurt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, brothers.
Yeah.
I think he should definitely blind her with acid. Like when she's sleeping at night, just to drop her, a couple of drops in each eye.
Kurt, that is insane. But how dependent would she be on you if she couldn't see? I mean, obviously you don't want to do that.
No.
But it is an exciting thought.
Her CNI vandal.
She really does have beautiful retinas. I'd hate to disturb that.
But she looks great in sunglasses.
True.
She wears those big Brett Summer sunglasses that Everybody loves.
And she wears one hell of a sexy eye patch.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And
Imagine her in two. Imagine her in two eye patches.
Right.
No one ever does that.
And then you could always be like this. Casey, I'll get that. You sit down. Yeah. You wait there. Let me get that. Don't try to stand up.
Right.
And then when you leave in the morning, just like put a lot of stuff up around the house. That
marbles.
Yeah, move.
Pool sticks.
Chinese shoots that just come up. Ow.
Rakes.
Were you walking around when I was at work? Were you being crazy?
Someone's going to have to go to the marble store again.
Fez, you never had this kind of obsessive love in your life?
No, not to the point where I was ready to vandalize someone's car just to keep them around.
I put this way head and shoulders above true love. I find sick love is the way to go. Sick love is the excitement level.
Right now, too, I definitely want to keep with the car thing. And I remember Jack Nicholson in The Shining when he removed that small little battery out of the snowmobile.
Sure.
I think that's the next move. I'm not saying destroy the
distributor
engine.
cap.
Yeah.
Just work the distributor cap.
That's it. Small things.
Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
How you doing, boys?
Yeah.
How about he goes with a little Nancy Kerrigan thing?
All right, here's what. Now, God forbid, you don't want to hurt her leg. But imagine her in a cute little cast that you could write your poems on. That way, when you're at work, she's looking down. She sees your poems. You know, it's pretty exciting.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Remember what I did to you.
Remember? Out of love. Out of love.
Dave Galuli.
I love you. You don't understand the love I have for you. When are you going to find out all the guys that she dated before so you can jump them?
Oh, trust me. No,
hey, remember that guy you went to the prom with? You won't be hearing from him no more. Just jealous of people she knew decades before you.
I've tried not to find out, but if I ever did accidentally, I'd fly into
Who's
anger.
this a-hole? Oh, that's just my prom picture. Oh, this is always great when you go to a wedding with her and you're jealous of the usher. She's forced to walk. You're not dancing with him. You're not dancing with that femme. It's really sweet, though, to see you like this.
Thank you. Well, she's all I care about.
No, what's going to happen to her starving dog and cat? What's going to happen to them?
Those two cats, Liberty and Theo, will probably, look, cats are resourceful. Let them...
delete the dog?
Yeah, find a way to get into the backyard and do it. That dog...
They are good.
Yeah.
I've never heard of an animal dying from hunger.
No, that doesn't happen. That's a wives' tale.
All the time.
No.
Name one. Name one dog you had to die to hunger.
I'm sure anytime, like a dog gets left in a house where the person's died or something... Any of those abandoned dogs.
They'll eat the person's face.
Mm.
That's it. You think that dog loves you? The second you drop dead, do they try to dial 911? No. They start eating your face.
Very selfish.
Yeah, I don't like a dog.
Very selfish and very hungry. Her dog has only 3 feet, so that dog it will be more difficult to survive in the wild.
But the beauty of it, too, is it needs to eat less then. Because, doesn't have that extra foot.
Never thought of it like that.
Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
Dave, man, what's going on? You probably already got 2 strikes against you now.
Why?
Because, what you look like and slashing the tires, man.
But I think she digs it, and you believe that she digs it too, right, Dave?
I think so. I hope so. Otherwise, this is a big mistake. Yeah, I haven't talked to her since I did it.
Knuckles, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. Hey, F-Lot. I hear Casey used to go out with Mike Kaka.
I don't think so, did she?
No, they were never an item. And it wouldn't matter if they were. That's
really?
how much I care about her.
If they were, he would have nude pictures of her because he's a photographer.
Oh, that son of a gun. Mike Kaka, you're dead.
You know what? If I was a photographer, you know what always my thing was? Yeah. You are so beautiful, I need to take nude pictures of you. No matter who I was talking to. You know what you would look beautiful as? Nude.
Yeah. Sounds interesting.
Well, I'm happy for you, and I think,
thank you.
Before I wasn't sure if you're in love. Now I'm damn sure of it.
Yeah.
This might be the one.
I think so, Mr. B.
Yeah.
I think, I don't want to say it, but...
Don't even say it.
Okay.
Don't even give it away.
All right.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking...
Drug her?
No.
No.
Banana in her tailpipe?
Hey, let's not talk dirty. This is the girl that he loves.
I meant her car.
Oh, when you said banana in a tailpipe.
No, Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, I thought you were talking your kind of sex.
No.
I don't know all
No
the
fruit involved.
I don't know all the sayings that you guys have. All right? I'm on the outside of that whole scene. I naturally... Well, forget it. Well, I did assume. You know what I assumed.
Well,
because you're not even at that point yet that he's got to start worrying about that.
You're right. But maybe if there was some, pleasant music, I could say that, dear Casey, I think it's time.
No, don't even do it yet.
Okay.
Here's Kevin. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up? I want to make sure Dave doesn't let her see Tony Reale on ESPN tonight because he's looking for a hurting if he does.
I worry about her watching Mets games with Wright.
She doesn't like Tony Reale, and I know this firsthand.
How does she feel about Wright?
She does love David Wright.
Who doesn't? That's a big problem for you. He's everything you're not.
What do you mean? I bet last year he batted at like 320.
Yeah.
I batted 381 in JV. Beat
Well-
that. You got 60 points to go, right?
Different league. Plus, I heard he just bought a $6 million apartment.
Oh.
Yours is, month by month in Queens' basement.
And I'm getting yelled at by my landlords for my $100 I ain't give them.
You ain't going to either.
Rudy Giuliani.
Who?
Rudy Giuliani. He's running for president.
Oh, what year is this? You're bringing up Rudy Giuliani's name.
He is sticking by his wife and telling the media to lay off of
Finally.
Judith Nathan.
Finally, he sticks by a wife. That's new for him.
Rudy saying, attack me all you want. There's plenty to
All
attack.
right, you're short and bald.
He says there's plenty to attack him about.
Look at this picture. Look at this picture over here. Yeah. It's Casey and Tony Reale. I know. Where's that from?
Someone photoshopped that on
That is a
FBA.
Photoshop.
That's a Photoshop.
That is the greatest. I need that. Send that to me at ronandfez@AOL.com. I want that to be my wallpaper.
Okay, please don't send that to him.
Cute couple.
Yeah.
No. Look at that.
Now she looks perfect.
Much too... Look, he's barely taller than her. I see...
But she's sitting on his lap.
No. I got about 6 inches on Tony Reale. Small little thing.
We know where. Congratulations.
What?
So Rudy Giuliani telling the media, lay off of Judith, quit going after her in the newspapers and on television.
What did they say about it? It was so bad.
The latest thing is that she's a dog killer. That when she's, of course, a nurse, and they said that when she worked for a surgical company, she would demonstrate medical staplers, surgery staplers, for clients that were going to buy these medical supplies, and they would have to kill the dogs used in the demonstrations. So they're calling her a dog killer.
Well, wasn't it to show how humans could be saved?
Yeah, totally. It was, here's a surgical instrument.
All right, so those things happen. Why is he upset about it? I don't think it's going after her. I go, you want to hear something funny? The First Lady used to kill dogs just to show off things and to make a sale.
He's saying that when she ends up on the front page of the papers for having an extra husband, being
an extra chromosome, what?
Being accused of being a puppy killer, that's going after her.
Yeah, but remember when it came up that Laura Bush actually did kill somebody by mistake?
Oh, yeah, she killed a guy in Texas.
Yeah.
Just for snoring too loud.
No, just to watch him die. And now she hears a train a-coming.
This is presidential politics.
Yeah.
If Rudy G can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. There's going to be a lot of things like this that is going to happen until 2008.
Yeah, you're right about that. Nobody gets out of these things unscathed. I don't care who you are. And that's why regular people don't run. Because you're running for president, you've done a great job, and then all of a sudden there's some girl on TV crying, he used to make me wear a collar. I had to have a dog bowl. And you're like, all right, she's not lying, but why bring it up? Whose business is it? No one else has ever been drunk. So, yeah, you're going to hear this. Clinton's going to have to put up with, apparently her husband was a little crazy, bit of a womanizer.
So I guess that's going to come up. I agree with Rudy. Lay off of Judith. She had a job. She was trying to save lives.
But no one attacked her for it. They just said this is what she used to do. No one's ever saying, we don't want the dog killer. They're just bringing up everything that she's ever done before. And when that's over, I'm sure there's going to be some vegans that aren't going to vote for her. They wouldn't have voted for her anyway.
Plus, this is the same woman who Giuliani wants to sit in his cabinet meetings.
He's already taken that back. He said, he goes, I was drunk when I was interviewed. That was stupid, crazy talk. He said, you think I'm going to have a dog killer as part of my cabinet?
Oh.
It's not going to happen. No, he's already said he's not going to do that.
Oh, well, that was some quick PR spin.
Hey, come on. You know what? They're Puerto Ricans. They're Americans, too, like all of us.
Public relations.
Huh?
Public relations.
I get so confused on this show. Yeah, I don't have a problem with them bringing up Fez, and I don't see that's attacking anyone. It's just saying this is what she used to do.
Yeah, but they did use the word puppy killer in the article.
Did she kill puppies?
They won't say if she actually did the killing of the dog. They won't. The Giuliani camp won't.
Out, and that means I did. All you do is come out and say, look, you mind that your dad can have a stent now? Because Judith Nathan did that by killing a few dozen puppies. Or maybe more. Hundreds?
Oh, I'm sure it was hundreds. I'm sure there was a lot of these medical staplers to sell.
Really?
Yeah. And they said that you had to use a living dog because you had to show the blood flowing through.
But if the stapler's so good, why did the dog die? You think that would have kept it alive?
Yeah, I guess whatever they did to open up the dog to show this, the dog was never able to recover. They always had to euthanize him.
Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing, Ron? How you doing, Fez?
Yeah.
Instead of worrying about Judith with the killing dogs, they should worry about she's got a lazy eye. How's she going to be a first lady with that lazy eye?
Maybe she hopes by that time to get it a little more excited. Rudy said this, which I thought was hysterical. The city of New York and the people of America have no idea what she did to help me through 9/11. And, you know, I got a good idea. I know exactly what she did. And that woman is a straight-up hero. If you could bend... Nah, forget what I'm saying, but the point is this. Anyone making Rudy Giuliani feel like a big man, they deserve our praise. I mean, I don't think anything can scare her off now. You know?
Yeah. I still don't trust her as far as I can throw her. And I've wanted to throw her.
That's not. You don't have to trust her. She's not going to have the keys to the White House. She's going to be the first lady. She did the unspeakable act. She took on Rudy Giuliani.
You can't have it both ways.
Oh, thanks, because my head was just killing me. And next time, seriously, I'm going to give you one back. But right now, I'm glad you took care of me. Ron and Fez Show.
I-57 Ignite with Shada Bougray. You can get your energy boost from it. It's what has replaced ephedra on the shelves. You can't get ephedra? Now you can get I-57 Ignite.
Oops, excuse me, Fezzy. I-57 Ignite. Nothing like it in the world. It's giving me the energy. It's giving me focus. Fez, from what I understand, top models take this as well as top athletes. I-57 Ignite. It's so great. I'm starting to give it to the staff. Now, here comes Eastside Dave. Dave, you had some I-57 Ignite?
I am a stabbing robot. I am a stabbing robot.
Dave, put that down.
I am a stabbing robot.
Those are sharp.
I am
Those
a stabbing
sharp.
robot.
Did you take two?
I have
Answer
taken
me. Did you take
I
two?
am a stabbing robot.
Did you take two?
I have taken.
I-57 Ignite. You can check it out at CVS pharmacies and judge for yourself. And you can get a free bottle by calling 877-I-57-DIET. That phone number, 877-I-57-DIET.
I have a torch here. That'll stop them. Yes! Fire!
Fire.
Fire burn! I-57 Ignite. It has turned my team... Stand back with that! Stand back with that! It has turned my team to their focused. They're energetic. I-57 Ignite. I swear by it.
I-57 Ignite. You can give them a call, 877-I-57-DIET, or go online at myi57.com.
He's calmed down now. I-57 Ignite. Listen to your old pals, Ron and Fez. Get back! And we tell you, I-57 Ignite, we swear by it.
No ephedra, no problem. Now there's I-57 Ignite. Get ignited with I-57
against the old Washington Senators. Should be exciting. Baseball versus hockey. That one's finally decided. I love when she's out on the road. It always makes it so exciting. You're like, where's she going? How's she being able to pull this off? Fez, big gig Saturday night.
It's going to be at F.H. Riley's in Huntington Village, Long Island. Art of the Topless is going to be performing there. So, big party, everyone hanging out at F.H. Riley's.
Art of the Topless are friends of ours, and they play some of the songs that you'll hear on the Ron and Fez show, some of the songs that you hear on O&A show, and it's always a good time. Fez, from what I understand, some special guests are going to come out and perform?
Exactly. Special guests that cannot be announced, but will be there at F.H. Riley's this Saturday.
Are you one of the special guests performing?
I am going, but I think I'm just going to put that perform. I think I just want to go and relax this time.
Do not let them make you do your old hit from the 90s again. That becomes embarrassing. You're becoming some kind of a strange Adam Ant that I don't want to see you fall into that. I really don't. Learn a new tune, if you like.
Well, I appreciate that, Ronnie, and I understand. I think I'm just going to go and I'm just going to be one of the crowd Saturday night.
Why don't you jump up there and do Johnny Cash's version of Hurt? Where, because basically that is more like the Fez Whatley of today. That is really you, not the young gay caballero having the time of his life.
I hurt myself today.
But, like a man would do it.
Oh.
All right. It is the Ron and Fez show. Only with you for about another 40 minutes, so really do pay attention. All right. Here's one of the rumors I heard, too, that is going to be performing Pat from Menaki. And I have no idea what he's going to be doing.
Usually it involves eating something.
That would be great if he went up there and just ate an entire bucket of clams.
Oh, man, I would cheer him on. So that's this Saturday, F.H. Riley, Huntington Village in Long Island. Design Group is going to unveil a series of concept cabs for New York City. That's going to go on display at this week's auto show going on at the Javits Center. Mm. So this is a company that just wants to redesign the same old tired yellow cab.
Before we redesign them, how about we just make them smell a little better? I would love it if it smelled a little less Middle Eastern. I think if you could have another smell besides that.
They're going to have to change more than the car in order to get rid of that smell. So I guess we're going to see, like cabs in some different colors for a change, other than yellow.
I think we peaked with the old Checkers cabs, the ones of the 50s and 60s. They look like a cab. The cabs we have now, they're just yellow. They're nothing. Is there a reason all the cabs have to be yellow? Is that the deal, Earl?
I always thought it was something it was like an identifying feature.
Hey, there's a cab, so you don't accidentally jump in some guy's back.
Because that's what always happens with those private cars, with the private cabs. You can't tell whether or not, they're actual cabs or not.
Particularly at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when the guy's going, hey, want to ride? You really feel like you just met a boyfriend. You're like, look, I was raised better than the getting in cars with strange men in the middle of the night.
See, they just need to redesign. The car can look anything like they want it to. If they would just redesign that light on top of it so you could tell a little bit better when it's coming down the street if the cab's available or not.
Yeah, but they're talking more of a fashion thing, trying to give some style to the city. And you got to admit the cabs that we have now have no style. I would like to see everybody in Fiats, just tiny little Fiats. And if you're with a chick, you each have to get your own. You would not be able to, ride together. It's not enough room. Something tiny, little, sporty.
Each one of your bags at the airport's going to need its own cab then.
No problem. As long as the city looks better.
Yeah, these things look like they're 1 Adam 12 patrol cars that have just been painted yellow and are out all over the streets.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, any truth to the rumor that Fez will be performing Saturday night in the men's room stall?
All right, see, this is why I don't want you going out to that thing. For 2 reasons, Fez. Huntington is much too far from Manhattan. Somebody told me it's 7.5 days. 7.5 days to get there. That is a while.
That's far.
Yeah, that's farther than I thought. And then the other thing, Fez, is sometimes I feel like they laugh at you when you sing.
You think so?
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
Some friends of ours said, hey, is Fez going out there? I like to laugh at him when he sings. And that hurt my feelings because I said to myself, I don't want Fez to find out about this.
Well, now I did. You just told me what they were saying.
Oh, I meant I didn't want him to find out from anyone else without me seeing the look on his face. I wanted to be the one who told you.
Well, good. You got your gift.
That's why I always told your mom, I go, if anyone dies down there, please let me tell them.
Oh, they will. They share the same joys you do.
Yeah, every one of them calls you first. They all go out of their own way to let him know that somebody might not be making it. Hey, Eric, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies, how you doing?
Good.
In Thailand, they have motorcycle taxis, which is pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, but they also have basket sex. We are not going to be in a thing where some taxi driver can lay it down and kill people. It's not going to happen. Earl, what would you like to do? Would you like to have maybe a new kind of cab that picks up black people?
Yeah, I think we should have black Cadillacs. The Cadillac.
That way you know if it is something for black people.
Either
Sorry,
that,
this one's not a caddy.
You know, like a caddy or El Dorado, something that just say, hey, we're going to pick up the brothers only for this, for people in the city.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that would come across a little racist?
What?
Now, here's the thing. Would that be just called ride and dash? What would you call that line? Because somewhere along the line, they're going to want to, get paid. Yeah. Ron and Fez Show, 866-313-FREE, 866-313-FREE. Hanging out with you now till about 7:20 tonight. Big night last night for sports. Florida against Ohio. Sloppy game, much like what just happened 90 days ago when the same two schools lined up against each other to sit and play for football. Now these jock factories, they're at the point where it's enough that one school wants to just dominate football or basketball. They need to dominate both. Now, if you looked around at all the schools out there, what do you think is all-time sports powerhouse? If you really look down, what school has put out the jocks, the championship, the titles more than any other? Earl, I'll look over to you first. What are you thinking?
I would go University of Michigan.
Michigan?
Yes. Championship football, championship basketball, very strong baseball program. Very, very big-time school as far as...
No, you're thinking Michigan State or the University of Michigan?
University of Michigan.
Here comes Dave. Dave, what are you all-time for you?
I got to go UCLA. Because obviously they had the most championships for the basketball, but people forget in the 60s, they won championships in football.
They did have championships up until probably, at least the UCLA-USC game used to be a gigantic game. It still is. It's still the one game that they'll rise for, but I don't know how they do overall. All right, 866-313-FREE, 866-313-FREE. Now, who was it, UConn a couple years ago that had the girls' championship? Did they have a guys' championship the same year?
I believe so, yes, girls and guys.
That was the first, and that happened in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time that you had that. Now, that even gets eclipsed a little bit by what Florida has done. The Gators shocking the world by dominating football and basketball in the same really semester, if you're going to go college-wise. Adam, you're on the Ron and Fez Show. Lost your buddy. Let me go to, hi, you're on the Ron and Fez Show. Who's this?
Hello.
Hey, do we got you, pal?
Yeah, Boston College. They got a good hockey team out there also.
All right, Boston College never has played for college football championship, right?
No, but I mean they're solid.
Yeah.
They're solid in actually, a bunch of areas. Solid basketball program, solid football, but they're not. They haven't reached that upper echelon that other schools have.
Mark, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
Miami Hurricanes have put out the most felons.
Well, Miami Hurricanes always have pretty decent baseball as well, right?
Yes.
Basketball?
No.
No,
not basketball.
Nothing there for you. Football says enough. Tommy, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
How you doing, buddy?
Tommy, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
Hello.
Tommy, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clearly.
Tommy?
Hello?
Tommy? I don't think he's ever going to understand what I mean. 866-313-FREE, 866-313-FREE. Talking about the Florida Gators, who turned around and won football last year, and basketball, same exact year. And any way you look at it, because they had the basketball championship last year. So either way you want to say, what year did they do it? And they did it really twice. This back-to-back, which is phenomenal enough.
Yeah.
The fact that you throw in the football team there, unbelievable. Here is Phil. Phil, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
What about Miami University, the U? They put out some good football plays.
Football, yes. Are they dominating in the other sports? No. The big wrestling school is what, Iowa?
Yes, Iowa.
Iowa.
That's that Dan Gable guy.
Yeah. And what would you consider the best baseball school?
I would say
Texas has had some decent
I would
ones,
say
right?
either Texas.
Yeah.
The Mississippi State is up there. Miami's another big one.
Florida State do well?
And USC also. USC also does pretty good in baseball.
Doesn't the Wildcats churn out a pretty good baseball program also?
I'm not sure. I figured you'd want to know that before you jumped in.
Seton Hall also used to have and still does have a pretty, for the Northeast schools up here.
Right.
I would say Seton Hall is the best baseball program.
Hey, Jimbo, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
I'd say I think somebody said University of Texas before. They're definitely basketball, baseball, and football. They're definitely in the upper echelon of all those categories. And obviously with Vince Young and other players like that, they definitely have.
Texas may be it for modern times as far as the most that far up. When you're starting to look at top 20 at least.
I mean,
in all the major sports.
That's where the Rocket came from.
Yeah.
And then as he just said, Vince Young. So those are two big players right there.
Here's Gary. Gary, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Tennessee Vols.
Tennessee, now, do they ever win anything?
Ladies basketball.
All right, I'll give them all the credit in the world for ladies sports. Best lady athlete coming out of Tennessee, Peyton Manning. Nobody, he turned it around and went and won the Super Bowl. Unbelievable. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
How about Notre Dame?
Notre Dame, let's see, disappointing in football, disappointing in basketball. How's their baseball?
Baseball's okay.
Yeah. All right, I'd put them fair to Midland. Fair to Midland University.
They're not a bad basketball program.
No, they're not bad, but they're not great.
Yeah, they're certainly not great.
Mario, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys? What about Ohio State, man? They
Buckeyes.
I never thought you'd want to say the name of that school again. I think it would be better to go 0 for everything than to be what that poor school went through this year. That has got to be the worst feeling on that campus. I would sit around and wait for Kent State to happen. I'd rather have what happened to Kent State happen than what happened to that.
You wouldn't
Ohio
have
State.
to change the song.
No.
It's still 4 dead in Ohio.
2 dead now, 2 teams dead in Ohio. What was the other? Was that Marshall? We Are Marshall that they're playing crash?
Yeah, that was Marshall.
I honestly think they had a better season than what the poor Buckeyes went through. Brandon, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
How about Syracuse? You got lacrosse, football, and basketball.
Yeah.
Their football program really isn't that good. They do, for some reason, turn out some players every once in a while, like a McNabb, but they can't get over the hump and be... Really, the Big East has no football.
What is that, like a back mold that Luci's sporting? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
there?
that's the Swedish
It kind of works.
heritage thing.
It kind of works. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Penn State.
I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
For what? What other sport? They have a good football program 20 years ago.
I think they have some decent wrestling programs.
Oh, come on.
But I never know how to follow college wrestling. I mean, obviously, every Olympics I take an interest. Really, where's he from? But other than that, I really can't get myself too tied up in it. I got a lot of other things, Dave. I got a lot of things I'm working right now.
I understand. Like what?
Nothing I can tell you about.
Oh, okay.
I'm planning a party without you. Ben, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Dick Holder 909 and UMass Amherst.
Face. UMass is not really there. Sorry. UMass had the one,
You know what I would say, though, if I went there? You mess with us, you mess with the best.
Oh, that's good.
Thanks. Write it up and send it up there. I tell them, too. Try to get the word out. I like to come up with slogans for schools. Penn State's, I have better Penn State than State Penn. And they turned it down. And I wrote that while I was in jail. It's just something I wanted to get tatted up. And then we ran out of ink. Chuck, you're on Ron and Fez.
University of Minnesota ice hockey.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, hockey.
One sport, the one that no one cares about.
I believe Winfield went to University of Minnesota.
For how long?
Dave Winfield. For a couple of years. But he played baseball and basketball. That's Minnesota's one claim to fame, besides, obviously, their hockey.
Right.
In which they are dominant, but, you know.
It's like Syracuse with Jim Brown. I know. Jim Brown went there in 58. How do you still have the balls to bring up 1958 to anyone? How do you get away? You know, you should have been back here 50 years ago. We were swinging D's in those days. Just drop the Jim Brown stories. You know who else can't shut up Jim Brown? Cleveland. They still bring up Jim Brown. I think that might be the way to go. You want to be a guy that when you leave, nothing good happens again. You're better off being Joe Namath than you are like Roger Staubach, where you start to hear, hey, it's a good thing you're back. This new quarterback is better than you ever were. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't need that. You need Joe Namath still walking around having people bring up your name.
Like Baltimore with Johnny U. People still cry if they see a Johnny Unitas billboard.
I'll tell you the truth. That Brooks Robinson he cannot buy a drink in that town. Now, when did Brooks Robinson quit? 72?
77.
Yeah. And my dad couldn't see a baseball without bringing up the name Brooks Robinson to me. You know who could play third base? And I go like this. Anyone but Brooks Robinson? Could anyone else get over that? I'd rather you brought up the Penguin to me for a while. Why again with the Brooks Robinson? Thanks for getting me. Seriously. It means something to me, Earl. It really does. Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
No.
Football and basketball is doing well.
The basketball team finally broke the top 25.
And really, what are we talking about with football with them?
You got the crazy
Vic brothers.
Vicks.
Yeah, right. And I always hate for what they did to Vic's brother. Like the day after the game, they yanked everything from him. Get out of the dorms. You make us sick. Oh, I haven't up to now? It's now that my athletic career is over? I'm disgusting and dirty? Please.
Like a wet sponge, they used them.
Why would they use a wet sponge?
Yeah, that's the saying.
I didn't know that saying. How's it go?
You've been used like a wet sponge.
That hurts. How about this saying? I love you enough to slash your tires.
Oh, boy.
You know what? Here's my feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to put it out there with a little radio psychic.
Radio psychic. Radio psychic.
You love your girlfriend so much, you didn't want to go back. Today, you slashed her tires. In the future, I think you're going to slash something else. I think it's going to be a trout.
What kind of radio psychic is that?
You're a jealous beast. There's something. I look at you. Your eyes look like little pinholes. You're no longer. You're so in love that you've become Looney Tunes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't want other people breathing in her oxygen. But that doesn't mean that, I'm going to hurt one hair on her head. Not one.
Not even one?
Maybe a couple.
What if the tire's on it?
Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I got to call out this redheaded moron. Last year, he's screaming about how great Rutgers is. Rutgers is the best team of all time. Legitimate number 3. 2 seconds ago, you're talking about how the Big East is garbage.
Well, I had a
and
disappointing loss when Rutgers went down in that whatever bowl they played in.
You had him at number 1 for 8 weeks. Well, no,
Right.
you were on the bandwagon when they went 6-0. Then suddenly, I love these guys. My dad went there. First of all, I'd never heard you talk about Rutgers or your dad till suddenly now there's a couple of wins going on, and you're part of the excitement level.
Listen, I love Rutgers. And in fact, Rutgers Scarlet Knights ladies play in the championship tonight, I believe.
You going to go to the game?
No.
Why don't you go there and slash all their tires? This is a way of saying I love you. I love you so much. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
I got 2, Georgia Tech and Michigan Wolverines.
Michigan we throw out there as being pretty impressive over the years.
I would say Michigan because they have multiple championships. Georgia Tech is...
They take it serious.
That's laughable. Let's go. They got Kenny Anderson. Again, we're talking...
Kenny Allen. No, I'm the one who says things.
I didn't realize he went there.
Yeah, he did. He's doing well. Right back, Ron and Fez.
Entourage is back. All new episodes of Entourage returning this Sunday, April 8th at 10 p.m., right after The Sopranos and only on HBO. You want to check it out? We're going to get caught up with everybody as the new season starts. And the new Season 3, Part 1 is out on DVD. That's available today.
Vincent Chase, I'm going to look you right in the eyes and say this. If you don't get Ari Gold back, your career is over. you'll be lucky enough to end up on Jericho like everybody else that was hot yesterday. Fez, you know I love Entourage, but I got to tell you the truth. I was furious last year when they fired Ari Gold. Now, is Ari going to be back this year? Yes. Why wouldn't he be? It's going to be happening with him. By the way, Johnny Brahma's Drama's new TV show is out. He'll have a billboard. He's having a billboard. So here's another thing for you, Vinny Chase. Turn around, look over your other shoulder. Here comes Johnny Drama on the outside.
I love Johnny Drama. Things happening for him. All right, so the new Season 3, Part 1, is out on DVD now, so you can get caught up on Entourage leading up to this Sunday. And you can visit the new HBO shop for Entourage gear on 42nd Street and 6th Avenue.
You know, this was always the kind of fantasy for any young guy. You think to yourself, I'd love to hit it big, and that way I'm taking all my high school buddies with me. Who does it? Only rappers, basketball players, and Vinny Chase. I give you credit for that, Vin, but, and I'm serious, get Ari Gold back. You got gold. You had gold, and now you lost him. He can get you a medaling. Did he say he could? Yeah, I believe he can.
All new episodes of Entourage return this Sunday, April 8th at 10 p.m. only on HBO.
Entourage, Fezzi, is probably... All right, hold on. I have an I-57 problem right now.
Oh, jeez.
Get back!
I-57 Ignite.
All right, I went a little out of control. And I gave some I-57 Ignite to Eastside Dave. The problem is I gave him Ronnie B dosage. I mix mine with Jimson weed. I'm old school. I don't play games. I want you to flush yourself out with water. Here's the torch.
I-57 Ignite with shot of Bougre. It's available at CVS pharmacies. You can judge for yourself the energy boost you're going to get from it. It's better than Ephedra.
You know, when Entourage starts, Fezzi, get back, Dave! Get back! No more I-57 Ignite for you! No more I-57 Ignite! I never said this before. We've been doing the I-57 Ignite commercials. I-57 Ignite is for the cool kids. Do not give it to this redheaded maniac. It turns him into a runaway robot Frankenstein.
I am a stepping robot.
Well, here's the torch.
I-57 Ignite.
I'll burn you.
You can try it for free by calling 877-I-57-DIET. That's 877-I-57-DIET. Or go online to myi57.com. I-57 Ignite. Get ignited with I-57 Ignite.
Fez at AOL.com. Ron and Fez at AOL.com. Fezzi, have you signed up yet to become a Pal Talk girl? I know they gave you the little membership.
Yeah, I got my membership. I haven't signed up yet, but I did order my camera.
Oh, really?
I ordered my camera set up. I guess I got a nice one. I mean, I don't know one from another. So as soon as that gets here, I'm going to go full online with Pal Talk.
Now, by full online, you mean the Monty. Everybody's going to see everything.
Can I make this disclaimer now? If I go on Pal Talk, no one is seeing the Peepster. It's just not going to happen.
Why not?
No.
Give the people what they want.
I'm waiting for, as soon as I get on there, I'm waiting for the first embarrassing thing to happen. Like I'm sitting in front of the computer, don't realize that I'm on camera, and the finger goes up the nose, the crotch.
Thanks for saying nose. I thought it was going to be something else.
The crotch gets scratched, something will happen.
All right, now which room are you going to be picking? Are you going to be picking the Ron and Fez big ass room? Or Ron and Fez show? That room.
Oh, boy, I have no idea. They both sound great. Can't you be in both?
Dave tells me you have to make a pick. Dave tells me there's no way everybody can get along. It's like Coke and Pepsi.
You might as well say I'm a Yankees fan, but heck, I'll give the Red Sox room a try.
I see. I didn't know it was that far apart.
Yeah, me neither.
It's very, very venomous.
I'm a newbie.
Myself.
Newbie hasn't been used since 1996. Fez. The last time you were a newbie, when AOL started.
You'll get the HTGs of the world in the Ron and Fez showroom.
Right.
And you'll get the French bread pizzas and those type of ilk in the Ron and Fez big-ass room.
Now, how are they so different from each other?
Not really too much.
Yes, right.
They smoke and eat on camera, but nevertheless, there is some sort of...
Fez, you're going to have to start smoking.
I can't smoke to join one of these rooms just to be cool. I'm Pal Talk.
Oh, you have to.
I will be eating,
By the way,
though.
HTG tells you not to go on camera. It'll ruin you. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I guess the biggest question is, are they going to allow the Pal Talk camera in a mental hospital room? Or,
I don't see any reason why you can't, Fezzy.
Well, they have cameras in those rooms. It's just that it's their own security. I don't know if they're linked up to Pal Talk or not. That's the problem. Yes, I will be on camera no matter where I'm at.
That way we can find out when the orderlies abuse you, and I can tell them that I'm stopping the checks. I watched last night and saw them rape my partner. You think I'm going to send you another $6,200 this month? It ain't going to happen.
Stopping the payment won't stop the rapes.
Sure it will. Money takes care of everything, Fez. It takes care of everything that there is. Don't worry about a thing.
Now, in Berlin, they have officially announced that they are rescinding Hitler's citizenship, his honorary citizenship. Now, this happened...
Weren't we going to talk about something else?
Yeah, but, I screwed up.
What was that?
Oh, we're going to talk about the party.
Yeah, because I have no plans on talking about Berlin and Hitler's citizenship. And he actually just goes like this. This will be perfect for the boys. I know they love Hitler, and I know they love German talk. The party, you got a party coming up, right, Fez?
Big party coming up this weekend. F.H. Riley's on Long Island, Huntington Village on New York Avenue. So Art of the Topless of the band, you hear a lot of their songs on the O&A show. They, of course...
You don't hear any of their songs on. Here's what they're trying to do. They take the songs that they hear, Fez, and then they copy them and record them live. It's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, if they can get Dawn to show up, sure, they got a song. If they can get Brother Joe to show up, sure, they got a song. If they get Fezzy. Other than that, they're taking songs they heard and they're performing them. This is like being a cover band in the nuttiest sense of any cover band.
It's going to rock, and I know this for a fact because I have their set list. And let me tell you, surprises galore. And just sheer out rock and roll from the Art of the Topless.
Really?
A night to remember.
You're that big into them?
Yes. And F.H. Riley's incredible venue.
I know they got a better drummer than you. That's what I'm happy about. They got Mike.
That.
Yeah.
I'll admit that.
They got Mike who drums, I think, now in 72 different bands. I saw him playing with the Gator Band. Last night I watched I go, isn't that Miguel just playing away?
Yeah.
Unbelievable, yeah.
He's incredible. He's a machine.
Yeah, he is.
He played with Brother Joe for a while. Now
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
And one of the U2s or Journeys or?
No, just in the Bar 9 thing.
Uh-huh.
When
Oh,
Joe
yeah,
used to
I
play
do
there.
remember that.
Yeah.
Those were fun times.
Mm-hmm. So he's all over
You
the
always
place.
say you're a drummer, but I never say you drum.
Well, I'd love to get behind the set sometime, and show off.
No one lets you.
But behind the set, do you mean behind a guy's package?
No, I mean...
Because normally I thought that's where you were going with this.
No, I drum set, Ron.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you go over Michael's house, slash his tires, so he can't show up at the big game?
That's hurtful.
All right, it's all the way out in Long Island, though, right?
Right, yeah. Huntington Village.
And that used to be known as Fartown. That's how far away it is.
It's
east of the East Hamptons. That's out there.
It takes 45 minutes.
From where?
From
Long Island?
I think it took 45 minutes from my place in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not so
On a
bad.
flat tire?
That you're going to have to pump up another 30, 40 minutes for that ride. But yeah, when there were
You
four...
were just riding on the shoulder.
Yeah.
The whole way there.
4 good tires was about 45.
All right, Fez, you going to the gig?
Yeah, I'm going to be at F.H. Riley's on Saturday.
Dave, are you?
If I can get out of Easter Saturday, I'm there.
Earl?
I'm there.
I don't know what I'm doing yet. It just seems so far away. It feels like we should camp. Let's go out there and camp.
Why don't we get a taxi and split it 4 ways? We could meet...
What is this, author? I'm not... First of all, a taxi right now in New York is $10 anywhere you go. So by the time we get out there, we'll be looking at $600 cab.
No way. We split 4 ways. You guys can meet at my apartment.
Why
in
would
Queens.
I ever?
Who's going to sit in the crowd?
Me, I'd rather go to Long Island than Queens.
No, mine's a better central location. It would be pointless to meet here in Manhattan.
Where everybody lives. Death Metal Mo, how are you, pal?
Gentleman 9170 checking in.
What do you say, my brother?
Great show tonight. Dave, are you there?
Yes.
Dude, you keep saying you're a drummer. You're killing me. You're giving us a bad name. You remind me of the dude that just like kind of likes to say he's a drummer. Please play a beat, or ask to get off the pot, dude. Come on.
At some point, you got to bring it, and you don't even have a drum set.
I have a drum set now.
Where?
Yeah, my parents sold my old drum set from underneath me, but I saved up $250 and bought myself a drum set for Christmas this past year.
Wow.
What? You're making fun of sound percussion drum sets, Mo?
Well, I'm sorry?
The name of my drum set is Sound Percussion, who I believe company has folded since December.
Wow.
I am a mediocre but fun drummer. I'm telling you.
And yet, we've never heard you play once, and we've known you for a year.
Guys, you can't bring a drum set the way a guy can just bring a guitar into
Why not?
work.
That happens all the time. You bring it in here and we play. Let's just see you play.
I didn't call it back your skill, Dave. I really need to hear you hold a beat down, because if you can't, please stop calling yourself a drummer.
Oh, that's insane.
We're not gonna...
Indian. That's an old Indian song. Mo, he just sounds awful. He just sounds terrible.
I can mix it up.
Hey, Mo, another Mo. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, Ron?
Yeah.
There's no way that F.H. Riley's is 45 minutes from the city. It takes 20 minutes just to get off the exit for 110 from the expressway to get down to F.H. Riley's.
I know this. I know this whole thing is starting to freak me out. Seems like it's a camping trip. Sounds like a Pony Express trip. Earl, you're going?
Yeah, I want to go.
Would you promise to wear a colorful ribbon? Everybody wants to see you.
I don't know about
Your new thing is going to be you still get to dress all in black, but you start and wear a colorful ribbon.
Hey, before we go, we have an Entourage prize pack to give away. That includes Entourage Season 3, Part 1 on DVD, plus some Entourage gear, all included in that prize bag.
Okay, so ninth caller, 866-313-FREE, 866-313-FREE, Entourage prize pack.
Entourage, it returns this Sunday, April 8th at 10 p.m., only on HBO, right after The Sopranos.
All right, we're going to be getting out of here now. So, coming up next, Fezzi's going to be a lot of fun.
The Devils hockey coming up next on 92.3 Free FM, taking on the Senators at home. Pre-game coverage coming up in just a few minutes right here on 92.3 Free FM.
That's a lot of fun. And Fezzi will be out this Saturday night and maybe, once again, singing his big hit from the 90s. What was the name of it, Fez?
It Makes Me Fez.
Yeah. So come out and see him.
F.H. Riley's this Saturday with Art of the Topless. That's Huntington Village, Long Island.
Is Art of the Topless anything like Eye of the Tiger? Because that would be fantastic if they were. What are you doing with the chick tonight? Breaking the toe? So she can't come home?
Tonight, I'm going to take her out to Italian and maybe put some, sedatives, shall we say, in her beverage.
I got that. I think it's the only way you got her.
Classy.
Even to begin with.
All right.
That's very exciting. And it's really thrilling to hear that you become such a romantic guy. All right, that is it for us. We got to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you guys tomorrow right after the radio chick. Take care, everybody.
That's the end of my show.